Hey, Mom, guess what?
What, hon? Oh, please tell me it's good news. I can't bear any bad news after the last few years.
Yeah, of course it's good news. I finally found a new apartment after all that horrible searching.
Oh, honey, that is just wonderful news. I know how hard it's been for you to find a decent apartment in your price range.
Right, my price range. Well, Mom, it's not necessarily in my price range.
It isn't? What do you mean it isn't?
Well, it's not, but don't worry, I'm going to have some help this time around.
Help? What do you mean, help? Oh, like a roommate. Is one of the girls from beautician school going to be living with you?
Mom, you know that we call it cosmetology school, right? I've told you that how many times?
Yes, I know. I'm sorry. It just slipped my mind. So who is she? What's her name? I would love to meet her. Perhaps we could have lunch.
Well, the thing is, it's not a she.
It's not a she? Then who is it?
Well, it's a he.
But I don't understand it. You're moving in with a man?
Yeah, but don't worry, Mom. It's not like we're a couple or anything. Nothing's going to happen like that.
Oh, and how do you know that? Don't you know how these things work? You're old enough now. One minute you're just hanging out like friends, the next you're pregnant with his child.
I seriously doubt that anything like that is ever going to happen with Michael, Mom.
Oh, you seriously doubt it, huh? And what makes you so sure?
Because, Mom, Michael is gay.
He's gay? You mean as in a homosexual?
Yes, Mom, a homosexual. He's not attracted to women, he's attracted to men.
But honey, that's... Oh my gosh, really?
Please, Mom, don't go on one of your homophobic rants. I'm having a good day, and I just can't handle that right now.
I have never gone on a homophobic rant in my life. What are you talking about?
Oh, come on. Just last week we were watching Jeopardy, and when that commercial with the gay couple came on, you rolled your eyes.
I did not roll my eyes. I have never rolled my eyes in my life.
Oh, really? In your whole life, you've never rolled your eyes? That's pretty rich, Mom. That's pretty rich indeed.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. I heard you on the phone with your friend Caitlin the other day, saying how you hate how they jam it down our throats.
I never said that. I have absolutely not a clue what you're referring to.
Yeah, sure. Denialism will get you nowhere. Isn't that what you taught me?
So who is this Michael guy anyway? He's in school with you? He wants to be a beautician or something?
Stylist, Mom. Stylist. How many freaking times have I told you that now?
Okay, fine. Sorry. So that's what he wants to be, a stylist?
Now, why do you have to say it like that?
Oh, great. Now you're judging how I say words?
Is it not okay for a man to be a stylist?
Okay, let's just drop this whole thing. I'm very happy that you found a roommate and that you found a nice apartment, okay?
All right, thank you very much. And would you and Dad like to meet him tomorrow night?
Oh, tomorrow night? I don't know. I think we may have our church group.
Well then, okay, how about the night after that? You can come over to our new place.
Oh, well, I suppose we could do that, but do you have any furniture? Any tables and chairs?
Yeah, we can just set up a card table and some folding chairs. Michael is a great cook, Mom. You're going to love it.
Fine.
Hey, how's it going? Did you pick up any of those moving boxes I was talking about?
Yep, I got a whole bunch. I am so excited for this move, I have to tell you, but I had no idea I owned so much crap.
Yeah, well, when you move, it's kind of like that. I've been trying to go through a bunch of stuff myself, trying to get rid of anything I can. My mom's been helping me take stuff to Goodwill or whatever. We usually get coffee after.
I am just so jealous of your relationship with your mom. You two are just so sweet together.
What do you mean?
I just mean, you know, she's just so accepting of you, of who you are as a person.
You mean that I'm gay?
Well, yes.
Yeah, and my dad, too.
Lucky.
I know, and I don't take it for granted either. It isn't lost on me how unusual it is for parents to be so accepting like that, right out of the gate.
Yeah, well, I wish that my parents were like that.
They aren't?
No, and my mom especially isn't accepting.
I had no idea. So what did she say about you moving in with me, then?
She was totally lame about it, just a total phony. She thought there was a chance that we may hook up or something.
That we may hook up, you mean? You and I?
Yep, that's a little ridiculous, don't you think?
Excuse me, I'm still trying to stop laughing. No, she doesn't have anything to worry about in that regard.
She worries about everything anyway.
So would she rather you live with one of those other girls from school? Please, they're all total messes.
I know. I mean, if she had any idea what some of those girls were like, all of the drama in their personal lives, she wouldn't be happy at all about me living with one of them.
Yeah, especially Lisa.
Ugh, Lisa, I am so glad that we cut her out.
You're telling me. Well, anyway, I suppose I'm going to have to meet your parents eventually, so when do you think that's going to happen?
Well, how about the night after next?
Oh,
What, are you busy or something?
no, it's just that you don't think that's a little bit too soon, do you?
Too soon to meet my parents? We aren't dating, Michael. We're just roommates.
I know, but I guess it's just after everything you've told me about your mom, I'm a little bit intimidated.
Oh, no, please don't be intimidated. She's just weird and ignorant and awkward. Please don't take any of it personally.
Okay, but how could I not take her disapproving of you living with me because of who I love personally?
Valid point. I just hope I can keep her mouth shut as much as humanly possible.
Well, we do have plenty of packing tape lying around.
Honey, I do wish that you'd respond. I just want to talk about what happened is all.
Mom, for the last time, I do not want to talk about it. You embarrassed me tonight. I am ashamed to be your daughter.
What? Excuse me? That is the absolute worst thing that anyone has ever said to me.
Oh, come on, Mom. I think you've heard a lot worse in your life.
What do you mean? Are you saying that I've been insulted a lot? That people don't like me or something?
Nope, I didn't say that at all, but you certainly did not make friends with Michael tonight.
And I still don't know what I did that was so wrong.
Mom, you pulled out every gay stereotype in the book and attributed them to him.
I did not.
Yes, you did. You asked him about antiques. You asked him if he liked Judy Garland. It was ridiculous.
Well, excuse me for being curious. I was only trying to get to know him.
Well, he certainly got to know you. And so did I.
What do you mean? What is that supposed to mean?
It means that I got to see who you really are tonight, who you have been for a very long time.
Oh, and what is that? I would love to hear what I have been for a very long time, if it's anything other than a mother who loves you and has your best interests in mind.
My best interests? What does that mean?
It means you just never know with these people.
Excuse me? So you think that being awful to Michael is somehow going to convince him not to, what, corrupt me with his sinful ways or something?
Look, just because you can't see the forest for the trees doesn't mean that I can't. Someone has to be watching out for you if you can't do it yourself.
Oh, believe me, I can watch out for myself just fine, and I'm about to. I'm about to protect myself from the person that I really need protecting from.
Yeah, and who is that? If it's not that sinner, then who?
You, Mom. You.
Hey, Gia. How you doing?
Oh, hey, Michael. Not so great, to be honest with you.
Is it about your mother? About how she acted last night towards me?
Yeah, of course. What else could it be about?
Well, I don't know. I thought maybe you were stressed about the exams or something.
Did you really, or are you just saying that?
No, I'm just saying that.
I just cannot believe she was so awful to you. I am so sorry, Michael. She was so offensive.
Hey, it's not your fault. You're not your mom, and you aren't in charge of her. You can't control anything that comes out of her mouth.
Yeah, I know that, but I came from her, right? So I must have at least a little bit of that in me.
I really don't think that it works that way, hun.
I was just hoping it would go so much better. I was hoping that she would behave herself. Instead, she was so much worse than I could have possibly imagined, and she did it all with a big fake smile on her face.
Well, at least your dad seemed to be okay.
Yeah, well, he was just occupying himself with the dimensions of the apartment and how cheap he thought the dishwasher was.
So that's how he deals with stress then?
Yeah, pretty much, ever since I was a kid. Just focus on home improvement and all the other problems will disappear.
How manly.
Well, that's the last time that we're ever having them over for dinner, that's for sure.
Really?
Well, yes, of course. There's no way that I'm going to let my mom into my home if she's just going to offend my roommate and best friend.
Aw, best friend? Really?
Yes, of course.
Then you're my best friend too.
Damn right I am.
But I don't know.
What don't you know?
I mean, wouldn't it be kind of nice if I actually got to know her a little bit better?
If you got to know her, why would you ever want to do that?
I mean, Georgia, how else are we ever going to change people's minds about us if we don't meet them where they're at? They certainly aren't coming to us, are they?
Unless they have picket signs.
Or picket forks.
So you really want to talk to my mom? About what? What it's like being a gay man in 2023 America?
No, I just want to talk about anything.
Well, it's worth a shot, I guess.
Right? I think so.
Actually, I take it back. It's really not. It is hopeless.
Well, I'd like to take it anyway. Would you ask her if we could set something up?
I can try. Hey Mom, how's it going?
Oh, so you aren't mad at me anymore or something? Is that it? Am I no longer a big flaming bigot?
No, actually, I never said that.
Gee, thanks a lot then. Well, what do you want then? I'm busy getting ready for my bigots meeting.
Your bigots meeting?
That's right, Bigots Anonymous, because I'm such a bigot after all.
Actually, Bigots Anonymous isn't such a bad idea.
So, have you come to make up with your poor old mother who just wants to love and be kind to everybody?
Actually, it's Michael.
Michael wants to make up with me?
Not make up, necessarily. He's not even really that mad.
Then why does he want to talk to me? What does he want to do?
I think he just wants to get to know you, Mom.
Get to know me?
Yeah, show you that he's a real person with real feelings, and he's not just defined by his sexuality.
Ew, honey, please don't say sexuality to your mother.
I think that may be another big part of the problem, to be honest.
What is, you being crude in front of your mother?
No, it's just that, well, don't you feel like you're a little bit hung up on sex?
Hung up? What are you talking about? I'm not hung up on anything.
Okay, well, I guess I misspoke.
You certainly did. You're here, aren't you? That right there is all the proof you need that I'm not hung up on anything.
Yeah, well, I guess that does prove you've had sex. Once.
All right, that's enough, young lady.
I'll stop if you talk to Michael.
Just give me his number already.
Thank you, Mom.
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing, just hanging some pictures. What's up with you?
Nothing, I haven't heard from your mom yet. I'm a little bit surprised by that is all.
Really? You mean she hasn't texted you yet?
Nope, not a word. I mean, maybe she's busy, I get that. I was just really excited to talk to her is all.
Busy? My mom isn't busy. She's never busy. She just sits around the house all day.
If she doesn't want to talk to me, that's fine.
No, it isn't fine, Michael. I can't have her making my life, or yours, miserable just because she can't get over herself. Hold on.
Wait, what are you doing?
Mom, what are you doing?
Oh, hi, honey. I'm just doing a little bit of laundry. Something around the house. What? Is everything okay?
Well, can it wait a few minutes?
Sure, I suppose so. What do you need?
Good, because Michael is ready to talk to you.
Oh, well, I don't know if I have time for that exactly. Mathilda's coming over in a little while.
It's only going to take a few minutes, don't worry.
I don't know, sweetie. I just don't know if I'm quite prepared.
Come on, there's nothing to prepare for. He just wants to say hi.
Well, honey, it's just that...
Yes, it's just what?
It's just that... Hasn't it ever occurred to you that I might not want to say hello back to him?
What?
I mean, can you take a hint?
What do you mean? A hint to what?
I've been playing along nice with all of this smiling and everything, but I don't approve of this, and you know that.
Yeah, I do know that, Mom. You've made it pretty much abundantly clear. But why can't you just give Michael a chance? Isn't that the right thing to do?
Honey, you simply cannot associate yourself with people who live that type of lifestyle.
Lifestyle? A sexual orientation as a lifestyle?
Yes, and it could very easily corrupt you if you aren't careful. I have some very interesting literature that I'd love for you to read.
Mom, you are so backwards on this.
Oh, I'm the backwards one here?
Yes, you've been totally convinced by whatever it is that you fill your brain with that these people are evil.
I'm sorry, honey, but I simply cannot support you living in sin with a sinner.
Do you know what the phrase living in sin even means, Mom?
Yes, of course I do, and you're doing it, and I will not be associated with it.
All right, fine, have it your way. Then I will not be associating with you.
Oh, is that how it's going to be? You're just going to cut your one and only mother out of your life?
Yes, you're damn right I am. Because you're toxic, and you make me and my best friend feel bad. And I don't need that in my life, and neither does he. We are both about to graduate and start a new life. I'm sorry that you're going to miss out on mine.
But, honey, don't say that. You know you don't mean it. It isn't true.
Oh, yeah? Just you wait and see.
But, sweetie, a child needs her mother. You can't just cut me out.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing I'm not a child anymore.
But you'll always be my child.
Not my problem.
Hey, Gia, want me to pick up a pizza on the way home from work?
A salad for me, if you don't mind.
Trying to watch your girlish figure? Yeah, I should think about doing that.
Yeah, well, it's a constant struggle.
Speaking of constant struggles, your mother stopped by again this morning before I left for work.
Ugh, are you serious again?
I think she really wants to make up with you.
Yeah, well, oh well.
I'm serious. I think she's getting desperate. She even invited herself inside to talk with me.
Oh, of course she did.
Under the auspices of needing a glass of water, of course.
So, did you let her in?
Well, I mean, yeah, of course I did.
You did? But why, Michael? You know what she's like.
I couldn't just let an older lady stand outside my door and be thirsty, Georgia.
Yeah, but she's like a vampire. Once she crosses the threshold, it's all over for you.
We actually had a very enlightening chat.
You did, really?
Yes, and I must say, I was rather surprised by her openness.
My mom was open with you?
Yeah, all about her cousin Nicky, who was gay, and how she was the only one in the family he ever told.
Wait, what?
You didn't know anything about that?
I didn't even know she had a cousin Nicky.
Oh, yeah, when they were younger. He was ostracized from the family. He eventually died of AIDS. It was so terrible, we were both crying.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
Well, I don't know what's going on psychologically there, but your mother's definitely has some, conflicting emotions.
Michael, thank you for telling me this. Thank you for letting her in, even though I called her a vampire.
Hey, no problem, hun. Anything to help.
After a long talk, Mom told Georgia all about her cousin Nicky and how he was ostracized from the family after coming out. She learned that her mother internalized all of that hatred and rejected the better angels who told her no. Now that she's become close friends with Michael, her perspective on the issue has changed once again. Both of Georgia's parents now regularly go over to the apartment for dinner, which now contains a real dining room table.